Hello, this is KK from Mind IT. Um, in one of our earlier videos, we talked about the different elements that go into creating winning proposals. Today, I'm going to talk about a different dimension that goes into creating winning proposals. Remember, when you're trying to put together a winning proposal, there are a number of elements that do come together as far as the final product is concerned, and making sure that all these products go through the right process, people with the right skills, and all of those is extremely important. Uh, Now, when you look at a proposal in its totality, you can break it down into two very distinct components. One, what we call as unique content, and another is the boilerplate content which supports the proposal. So today we will talk a little more about both these forms of content and how that needs to come together, and how managing these two different content well will lead to not only a winning proposal, but something which will also deliver efficiency in the entire proposal cycle. So when it comes to putting together winning proposals, this is another dimension by which you can approach your proposal making process. When you break down the entire proposal, there are two distinct kind of content which contributes towards the final proposal. The first being the unique content, and the second being the boilerplate content. Now, unique content by its very definition is content which needs to be created uniquely for every proposal. And why is that required? Because the kind of solution that you want to develop addressing the key set of issues as far as the client is concerned has to be developed uniquely. And if you don't do this well, your ability to win the opportunity is going to be significantly compromised. Now, what are the elements that goes into the unique content? At a high level, what is it that you're going to deliver as a solution, when you're going to deliver, where you're going to deliver, who's going to deliver, how are you going to deliver? Usually a very important element when it comes to services business. What are the kind of risks that you anticipate, and how that is planned to be mitigated either by at the client end, or as part of your provider engagement model? Governance, talking more about how exactly the engagement will be measured, monitored, tracked, and delivered to success. And then, of course, pricing. Pricing always has to be crafted uniquely for every proposal, as we all know. The second part is, of course, the boilerplate content, which is the entire set of data, information, facts, which needs to be pulled out from a library of such content, also called as content management system, knowledge management system. All kinds of terminology gets used there. And it will broadly include some of your past financials, your services capabilities, how do you do project management, for example, past performances, which would include your case studies, or in the case of government bids, past performances do play a very important role in the proposal response. So making sure that that gets incorporated into the proposal is a key element as part of the boilerplate content. And other company facts, size of your company, other qualitative parameters like attrition, quality measures, etc., do come into play. And then, of course, you have your client quotes or client testimonials, which needs to get integrated as part of the overall proposal. Now, wrapping all of this, of course, is your graphics and visual design, which brings a proposal completely together, and hopefully a complete process methodology available to make sure that the proposal gets managed end to end. Now, going back to these two elements of content, the unique content and boilerplate content, what does it represent? Unique content is what is going to help you win, which is what I call as the effectiveness paradigm. And the only answer to this effectiveness paradigm is a yes or no, which is to say, has this proposal been effective? If the answer is yes, that means you won the deal. If the answer is no, you're not won the deal. That's the only simple measure by which you want to examine your unique content. The boilerplate content is all about efficiency, which means how well you have organized your boilerplate content is going to contribute towards the speedier production of the proposal. speedier and efficient um, ability to deliver the proposal. What does this mean? What this means is, by becoming more efficient in the proposal process, it is going to make your entire proposal team that much more productive. And what this means is that therefore you are now getting more time to focus on the winning aspect of it. And the winning aspect comes from the unique content. I hope you remember that. So by being more efficient in the boilerplate content, it contributes significantly to your ability to provide the unique content, which in turn is what is likely to contribute towards win. So recognizing these two contributors towards your end proposal is important, because that way you can organize your proposal function or your pre-sales function to deliver efficiency and effectiveness both together as part of your proposal process. So, as you would observe, putting together winning proposals can be a very multi-dimensional activity, and making sure that every dimension that contributes towards the winning proposal is organized efficiently and effectively, to make sure at the end of the day the final product, which is the proposal, is the best that can be submitted by the organization. Needless to say, each one of them requires different levels of skills and competency, and also requires work to be done during between proposals, and in many cases, especially for larger organizations, dedicated teams, especially around content management. So looking at the final proposal and the various components that go into it, clearly the organization can get complex as organizations start becoming larger and larger. But more importantly, it's the responsibility of the pre-sales and the proposals team to recognize these different components and make sure that they are being addressed within the function. Hope you found this video useful. Thank you very much.